Hello, hi everyone. This is Shrija. Welcome to Skin or Real, where I talk all things skincare. So if you like skincare related content, then make sure that you subscribe. Likewise, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post more regularly. So this video is sort of like a extended version of an Instagram post I did, where I talked about reasons as to why you keep breaking out even after using multiple anti-acne products. I know it's really frustrating when you have acne and you are doing all the right things, you are using all the right skincare products or ingredients, and still you keep breaking out. And when I'm talking about this, I'm really not talking about the skin purging phase. I'm just in general talking about ingredients that you have used over a period of time, but still somehow they have stopped working for you, or you're not getting the results that you want. So starting with the reason number one as to why your anti-acne treatments have stopped working for you, and that is overuse of clindamycin. And now those of you who are new to this ingredient, let me just brief you a little bit. Clindamycin is a topical antibiotic and it is extremely effective against acne bacteria. But just similarly how our body develops resistance to antibiotics if we abuse them or if we keep taking them, similarly acne bacteria develops resistance to clindamycin after a period of time. So if you are someone who is using clindamycin without a prescription or without like a proper supervision of a dermat, I request you to please stop, because by doing this you are going to irritate your skin, and after a point of time that application of clindamycin will be useless because it's just not going to work for you anymore. I know this is easily available over the counter in India, but you should really not use antibiotics without supervision of a doctor. I am myself a licensed esthetician and a cosmetologist, and I never give clindamycin to my clients. Like, I am not qualified to do so because I am not an MBBS doctor. So you need to understand that. You please don't let these chemists fool you. So many times we just walk into our local chemist and we'll be like, just give us something for skin whitening, give us something for acne. And of course chemists, they want to sell their products, so they will just hand out to you like probably even like a topical steroid, antibiotics, and even hydroquinone, which is all like you will see results initially, but then you can severely damage your skin in the long run. So please, it's my request, don't use prescription drugs without a proper prescription. It's really not safe for you. And of course, if you keep using clindamycin, you're just going to stop seeing results because the acne is going to develop resistance to it. So definitely. And also another thing that I have noticed, this is for people who have prescription for clindamycin, but they don't stick to their doctor's uses instructions. So for instance, if your dermat has told you to use it once in a day, they'll start using it twice. They will, instead of using it for a month, they will use it for 3 months because they are seeing results. Please don't do that. That is not how things work. And there's a reason why a doctor is telling you to use the product for a particular period of time. So yeah, that is about clindamycin resistance. Now, the second most common thing that I notice in my clients with acne is that they overuse anti-acne spot treatments. Like, I know when you have acne, you tend to get overwhelmed, and there's a tendency to layer salicylic acid with retinols, with glycolic acid and things like that, because you want faster results. But trust me, that's not how our skin works. Please stick to 1 or 2 anti-acne actives at one time, and that too separate it out. If you're using retinols at night, you can use BPO as short contact therapy during morning. If you're using, I personally love using retinols at night, so if I'm using any other anti-acne active, I prefer using it during the day. Of course, I'm not using any like right now because my skin was getting really dry. So I'm off my prescription retinoid. I'm switching back to retinol serums now. And currently, maybe I just use BHA serum once a week during the day. Now, there's also this myth wherein people are like, no, you can't use BHAs or AHAs during the day. It's absolutely BS. You can, as long as you're using the sunscreen and you're protecting your skin from the sun, and as long as you're using the stable formula. So definitely, if you're using 2 anti-acne actives, please space it out between different routines. Don't layer them together because it can really irritate your skin. I have made this mistake in the past, and I'm telling you this from my personal experience. Yes, immediately you will start to feel that my skin is getting clearer, but in the long run, your skin barrier will get compromised. So please don't do that. And now that brings me to my third point about skin barrier. Most of the time your anti-acne treatments don't work because you are suffering from a compromised skin barrier. Now when I say a compromised skin barrier, if you're new to my channel and you're not aware about what exactly a skin barrier is, I recommend you check out my videos on skin barrier. I think that's probably one of my favorite topics that I usually I keep talking about it on my channel and even on my Instagram page. So basically, just to brief you up, skin barrier is the protective shield of our skin, and the main role of our skin barrier is to keep the acne bacteria out and to keep the moisture in. So it sort of, keeps our skin really soft and hydrated, along with protecting it from external aggressors. So when our barrier gets compromised, our skin gets tight, dehydrated, irritated, stretchy. Sometimes you can also experience itchiness. So when that happens, and on top of that you're using anti-acne treatments which are drying in nature, that severely irritates your skin and even dehydrates it further. This can create a cycle of pore clogging and can increase irritation and inflammation. If you're suffering from a compromised skin barrier and you're feeling that your skin is getting irritated and inflamed, please stop all your actives. Your vitamin C, your tranexamic acid, your retinols, your salicylic acid, your glycolic acid. You can use niacinamide because that's sort of barrier strengthening ingredient, but that's about it. I don't really recommend using any irritating actives when your skin barrier is compromised. Give your skin a break. It usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks for your barrier to fully recover. But then of course this is not a fixed timeline. It's just a general guideline for you guys. So yeah, definitely stop that. And then once your tight and stretchy feeling is gone, then slowly start incorporating anti-acne actives into your routine. But of course be very careful because once you have destroyed your skin barrier and you're trying to repair it, and then if you add everything together, you are at a great risk of damaging it again. So please incorporate only one anti-acne active at that point of time. Now moving on to the fourth reason as to why your anti-acne spot treatments have stopped working, and that is you're probably not using them correctly. What I see most of the people doing is that they get acne, and when I say acne, I'm talking about the big inflamed pustule. They will apply BPO gel or salicylic acid on that particular pimple, and that's about it. That's not how it works. The goal of a spot treatment is to prevent the formation of comedone, which is actually the first stage of acne. So you need to apply your spot treatment on the entire region where you're prone to breaking out. For instance, if you get acne on chin, you have to use the spot treatment on entire area, regardless whether you have a big pimple there at that point of time or not. So yes, keep that in mind. Use it on entire area and not just on that one big inflamed spot. Also with BPO, I really find that it can really be irritating if you leave it overnight. So I personally prefer short contact therapy with BPO gels, wherein you can just leave it on for 10 minutes and wash it off. That's my personal tip for you guys. Some people can tolerate it well, but I have personally never taken that ingredient well, and for me short contact therapy has worked really well. So yeah, these were sort of 4 main reasons, but yes, I do have a final thing to add. And I see when you have acne, people are so impatient and they want quick results, so they keep switching their routines. Honestly guys, if you keep doing that, your anti-acne treatments are not going to work. You need to be patient, you need to be consistent to see results. Acne is something that unfortunately takes a lot of time. So for me, I have so many clients who will be like, ma'am, when will my purge end? Can you give me a fixed time? I'm sorry, I cannot, because it really depends upon your individual skin type. It might take 3 weeks to say about even 6 months. But you need to be consistent, you need to be very regular with your routine if you want to see results. Please don't start switching products. Please don't run after every miracle launch in the market, because that is actually going to make your skin issues really worse. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed to my channel and you liked this video or you found it informative, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.